Okay, so you know that feeling, right? Peak summer, it's boiling hot, you're scrolling online trying to cool off, and then boom, this ad pops up. The Qinux BrizaAC.
Seen those?
Yeah, they promise the world. Like, Swiss-engineered portable AC, cools your room in seconds, saves tons of money. They're just everywhere, especially Facebook, it seems. Big, bold claims.
Exactly. And that's pretty much why we wanted to do this deep dive today, because those ads are so pervasive. Our mission here is really to, well, look past that flashy surface. We're going to take apart the claims, look at the sources or, the lack of sources behind all the hype, and figure out, is this thing actually revolutionary or is it something else entirely?
Right, what's really behind the curtain?
Yeah. And more importantly, what does it mean for you, the person seeing these ads? We want to give you some tools to kind of see through it.
Okay, so let's unpack these ads. What makes them, stick in your head?
Yeah.
It's not just stay cool. They weave this whole story.
Oh, definitely.
Cool any room in 90 seconds. Save a fortune. You see the videos.
The dramatic ones.
Yeah. Push a button, suddenly the bedroom's like an ice cave. Mid-July.
Right. Instant gratification.
But then there's the backstory, too. This genius Swiss engineer, Remy.
Yes, Remy, the Silicon Valley dropout.
Exactly. The mastermind. And then the hint that, the big AC companies are scared. They're trying to ban it.
Classic underdog story. Pure marketing gold, really. Hits all the right notes.
It really is.
And it's clever how they do it. Taps right into things like authority bias. You hear Swiss, you think quality, precision.
Right, automatically.
Even if it's totally undeserved here. And that dropout inventor thing, that plays on wanting a secret solution, The little guy versus the giants. Makes you feel smart for finding it.
Like you're in on something.
Exactly. And then they pile on these specific techie-sounding claims. No Freon, no tools needed.
90% less electricity. That's a huge one.
Huge. And cools instantly. Plus, they throw out these massive sales numbers, like over 1.2 million sold in 30 days.
Whoa.
Well, that's the claim. It creates urgency, makes it seem like everyone's buying it. Social proof, basically. It's a whole package of hype.
Okay, so you're hot, you're hooked by the story, you click the ad, and you land on their website. And right away, it hits you. Big letters. Beat the scorching heat instantly.
Reinforces that promise immediately. Makes you feel like, okay, I found it. This is the solution.
Yeah.
But then look closer. This is where it gets, well, let's say, interesting from a tactics perspective. You see those logos, right? CNN, MSN, New York Post.
Oh, yeah. Credibility badges. Makes it look legit.
Exactly the point. But let's be super clear here. Those outlets do not endorse this product.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
So they just slap the logos on there.
Pretty much. It's just for show, a credibility veneer. We call it a dark pattern in web design trying to nudge you.
Wow.
And then you scroll down, and it's just rinse and repeat. All the same stuff from the ads. Cryoflux technology, eco-friendly, compact but powerful.
Silent and safe. User-friendly. Heard those.
Yep. They pitch it for everywhere. Homes, offices, RVs, 3 speeds, bladeless, no installation. Sounds perfect.
Almost too perfect.
And then comes the clincher, the fake urgency stuff.
The only 18 left in stock. Trick.
That'll chestnut. Or get 50% off. Deal ends soon. It's all about pushing you to buy now before you think too hard. Plays on FOMO, the fear of missing out.
It really is like a well-oiled machine, this whole setup. The ads, the website.
It is. They've built this little ecosystem of hype.
But this is where we pull back the curtain.
Right.
This is where we start checking things independently.
Exactly. We step outside their controlled environment.
So we've seen the ads, click the link. What about the actual thing itself, this Swiss-engineered Cryoflux device? How do we check that?
Well, often the simplest check is the most revealing. You just do a reverse image search.
Just take a picture of the product from their site.
Yep. Screenshot it, pop it into Google Images or something similar, and see what comes up.
Okay. And what does come up for the Qinux BrizaAC?
Well, this is the kicker. You find the exact same item all over the place, particularly on sites like AliExpress.
AliExpress, really?
Yeah. And get this, it's not selling for $90 or whatever they're charging. It's listed for about $11?
$11.
Around that, yeah. And the description on those sites, it's not called a miracle AC.
What do they call it?
It's described simply as a 3-speeds portable fan, usually USB powered.
So it's just a fan, a cheap plastic fan.
That's the aha moment, right? There's nothing high-tech, nothing Swiss, no cryoflux, no advanced cooling. It's just a basic small fan in a plastic casing. The whole narrative is built around this very, very simple device.
Wow. Okay, hang on. So this whole story, Remy the genius, the revolutionary tech,
Yeah.
that's all marketing fluff for an $11 USB fan.
Seems that way.
But then, How can they possibly claim it chills a room in 90 seconds? Or cuts AC bills by 90%? That just doesn't make sense for a tiny fan.
You got it. That's the core problem. The physics just don't work. A small fan moves air. It can feel cool on your skin because it helps sweat evaporate faster. That's it.
It doesn't actually lower the room temperature.
Exactly. It can't possibly cool an entire room like a real air conditioner, which uses refrigerant and a whole different process, let alone in 90 seconds.
So those claims are just impossible.
Scientifically impossible for this type of device. It's not just stretching the truth, it's defying basic thermodynamics.
Okay. And what about the huge sales figures, the 1.2 million sold?
Yeah.
Or the CNN logos?
Zero proof. Absolutely none that's verifiable. Just like the media logos are there only for that fake credibility we talked about. You search for legitimate news stories about the Qinux BrizaAC, you find nothing. No consumer reports, no audited sales data. It's all part of the illusion.
Right. And speaking of illusions, what about the customer reviews on their own website? They're all 5 stars, glowing.
Mm-hmm. Suspiciously perfect, aren't they?
Yeah, and you see the same names sometimes, like Mary Charles or Sandra. Feels a bit curated.
That's putting it mildly.
Plus, you can't actually leave your own review on their site, can you?
Nope. Which is a massive red flag. Reputable sellers want genuine feedback, even if it's not all perfect.
So if their site is full of perfect, maybe fake reviews, what happens when you look elsewhere, like independent review sites?
Great question, and the answer is very revealing. If you go to somewhere like Trustpilot, you won't find specific reviews for the Qinux BrizaAC itself.
Interesting. Why not?
Could be many reasons. Maybe the product name changes, or they managed to get listings removed. But here's what you do find. You find a ton of complaints about other products sold under the Qinux brand name.
Oh, really? Like what?
Things like the Qinux water blids, other gadgets, and the feedback is, well, it's overwhelmingly negative.
What are people saying?
1-star ratings everywhere, people saying they got ripped off, that the gadgets are cheap junk, that customer support is non-existent, warnings to stay away.
So it's not just this one product, there's a pattern with the brand.
Exactly. It shows a clear pattern of behavior. Market cheap, basic items with incredibly inflated claims and prices, deliver very little value and offer no real support. It suggests a business model built on misleading marketing, not on quality products.
Okay, so let's pull this all together. The bottom line seems pretty stark, doesn't it?
It does.
This Qinux BrizaAC, it's basically just a cheap, maybe $10, $15 fan you can buy directly from AliExpress or similar sites.
All right.
But they've wrapped it in this elaborate package, fake Swiss engineer story, made-up tech names like Cryoflex, impossible performance claims, fake media logos, probably fake reviews.
A whole web of deception.
All designed to trick people into paying, what, $90? Maybe more? For something worth a fraction of that.
That's the essence of it. A massive markup based entirely on hype and misleading information.
So the advice for listeners is pretty clear then.
Absolutely. Look, if you actually need a small fan for your desk, just go buy one online. You can get the exact same thing or something functionally identical for 10 or 15 bucks.
Don't fall for the fancy story.
Don't fall for the hype. Don't trust the glowing reviews on their site. Don't let those limited time offer pressure tactics rush you. Always question things that sound too good to be true, especially when a simple looking gadget comes with a wild story and a high price tag.
Do a quick image search. Check independent reviews.
Takes a few minutes, can save you a lot of money and frustration.
Yeah, and that kind of brings us to a final thought, doesn't it? Something to maybe chew on. How much do these really sophisticated online scams prey on our desire for, quick fixes, easy solutions, amazing deals?
It's a good question. They tap into something fundamental.
And what's the role of just pausing, thinking critically, doing that tiny bit of research before clicking buy?
In today's world, with so much information flying around, some real, some totally fabricated, that critical thinking step is maybe more important than ever.
Definitely something to keep in mind next time you see that unbelievable offer pop up in your feed.